Welcome to Septuagint's Top 10 Submachine Guns. The purpose of this video, all weapons will have the precision barrel, casket mags, and precision stock. These are my opinions, and I'm sure you have your own. Number 10, the P90. I realize this may be a favorite for some of you. The P90 just happens to be number 10 on my list, even though that doesn't mean it's a bad gun. The thing that aggravates me most about the P90 is the right shifting recoil. I've never been a big fan of guns with that type of recoil. The great thing about the P90 is 66 bullets with the casket mags. Can't argue with having that much in the chamber. It does eat those bullets up very quickly though, and so it'd be beneficial to have some assault that actually does their job and drops ammo boxes, even in random places. Number 9 is the PP2000. It's the default weapon for the engineer class. I was surprised at how good this gun operates with the proper attachments, and I know it doesn't have as many bullets, or nearly as many bullets in the clip as the P90, but it's a really accurate gun. The damage is low, but I love the accuracy. Even from range, it has a good accuracy. There you see me just aiming down towards their knees or something, or their waistline, and it just rolls up with the recoil and hits them a few times. A few of those will take an enemy out. For the engineer class though, I would advise, if you don't want the casket mags, to get the extra magazines so that your ammo count will last a lot longer. 8, the Uzi. This is a interesting gun to say the least. It's one that you rarely see being used on the battlefield. It shoots slower than a lot of the, or most of the, submachine guns. It has a pretty nice damage to it. It's fairly accurate. And there, from even medium range, it only took down 6 damage off that guy. So I don't know what that was all about. But it's one of those guns you use just to be unique on the battlefield. Number 7 is the 9A91, which used to be my favorite weapon before December the 20th. It's still a decent weapon. It's fun to play with. It does shoot slower than a lot of your other mainstream submachine guns like your MP7, P90, PP19, and so on. It does, I think, shoot faster than the AK-74U. But it's a decent gun as far as damage is concerned. Accuracy is alright. Distance damage is average. And the hip fire is pretty good on it too. 6 is the UMP45. Probably a favorite among many of your engineers. This is what I like to say is a good all-around submachine gun. It does everything fairly decent. I can't think of anything this gun does bad. Has good hip fire, even from distance. Good accuracy from range. Takes down your average damage for any submachine gun at a long distance, like 10 damage, averaging in there. 10-11 damage.
Position cleared and under control.
And that guy definitely should have killed me, but he just must have been having a bad day. But the UMP45 is a great all-around weapon. 5 is the MP7. You can have a lot of fun with this gun. In particular, it shoots so fast. it eats up ammo so quickly. That's the drawback of that, but as you can see, it's incredibly fun to use. You can really mow into somebody before they know what hit them, or they start freaking out because they're just getting drilled left and right so quickly. It's not the best gun to use from downrange, but it still works if the enemy is inaccurate. It's like you're hitting them with a bunch of BBs. It just aggravates them from a distance. But if you have it long enough, you can take them out. 4 is the AKS-74U. This is a great gun to use. I love the damage on this weapon. It does shoot slower naturally than most of your submachine guns, if it's not the slowest shooting, but it has the damage to make up for it. From a distance, you can see it taking off 14 to 16, and that's pretty good considering it's a submachine gun, as the rest were only taking off, you know, between 6 and 11 damage. So this is more of the in-your-face damage submachine gun, and even from a distance, it's still, that was a good grenade, still a good damaging gun. XM8C is number 3. I like this gun as well. I personally think it's kind of an ugly gun, as short as it is. The way it looks in your hand, it really doesn't have seems to be a stock that hits your shoulder. But other than that, it's a great performing weapon, great performance gun. It's accurate, the damage is okay that it takes off. The bullets in the clip are pretty good for what this weapon does. Not the most bullets, but definitely not the least. This also has good hip fire. And hopefully any submachine gun would have good hip fire from that close. The range is pretty good. Getting those headshots there. 2 is the PP-19. This gun is like, with the casket mags, it is almost as if you're having a LMG. This thing has so much ammo in the chamber. And it's fairly accurate too. It does take off little weak shots from long range, but close it's absolutely amazing. Medium range it's okay. All those bullets in the clip make up for it. Even if you didn't want to go with the casket mags for the 16 extra bullets, you'd still have a substantial amount of ammo to use with the 3 extra magazines if you want to go that route. Some people go with the CQC ammo, but doing that with the PP-19 can really burn up your ammo really quickly, and then you really have to depend on teammate assaults that will drop ammo boxes. But as you can see, the hip fire is great. A lot of times you can just hold the trigger down as you go around a corner. And the number 1 gun is the MP5. And you probably already guessed that. This is a great weapon. It is so incredibly accurate. It's unbelievable. Even if you have no attachments on it, it's still a great weapon. I remember people used to snipe me with this gun all the time before the submachine gun balancing. And it still can be a gun that can be used highly accurate at a distance. I don't know anything that this gun does not do well. As you can tell, I know I died there. The MP5 is a great gun, but it's not a miracle worker. But look at that, downrange, taking off all that damage, shoots fast. Anyways, that concludes Septuagint's top 10 submachine guns. I hope you enjoyed.